Alrighty. Tania going up against Marik in this one. The Amazoness take on the Winged Dragon of Ra controller, well, for most of Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City until it was won by Yugi. Try and open that drink without spilling it everywhere with microphone in hand. I have mastered the art of opening a drink with one hand. Okay. Now, I don't expect this match to go for very long. And, I tell you what, drawing a hand like that, this match is not going to go for very long. The only way to possibly make that hand better is to replace Amazoness Trainee with an Amazoness Princess. The Amazoness Swordswoman comes to the field. Alright, Marik plays Vengeful Bog Spirit and another face down. And he went with a face down defense. I'm just... Oh, there we go. Okay, Coffin Seller is activated. I was just... The one that I live with, Craig, is in Melbourne and he's on his way back to Perth today. So, just checking when he was landing. Amazoness Fighting Spirit is played. That will give a 1,000-point buffer to any Amazoness monster that's weaker than its opponent. And Amazoness Onslaught can pull monsters to the field during the battle phase as a special summon. It's already looking bleak for Marik. And the match is in turn 3. It is Dark Geroid that's on the field, and it can't even activate its effect because it hasn't been destroyed. Tania can't attack because of Vengeful Bog Spirit. But next turn, Vengeful Bog Spirit can be destroyed by Amazoness Sage if that attacks and stays on the field. So Tania with a great looking field. Marik plays Drillago, and it basically can't do anything. It can't attack because of Vengeful Bog Sprite. I don't know why Marik played it in attack mode. It may have been a misclick, but either way, I don't think it's going to matter. Unless Marik's trying to bait something, but... And, okay, this time Amazoness Trainee will send that back to the deck, and it will gain 200 attack points. So, Amazoness Sage now is... There we go, there goes Vengeful Bog Sprite. If both players had an Amazoness Trainee in their deck, and just weak monsters, you could technically loop a duel forever, if both players agreed not to attack each other's Amazoness Trainee. You just keep... knocking off like the weak monsters and sending them back to the deck. You could get like Amazoness Trainee on like both sides of the field at like infinite attack points if you were willing to. I wonder how many turns that this game can go using that increment. You get what I mean? 2 Amazoness Trainees on both sides of the field, and the rest of the deck is just stacked with normal like 500 attack point monsters. And you both just sit there and you just both power up Amazoness Trainee like endlessly because the cards are going back to the deck when they're destroyed. Huh. That doesn't sound like fun, but it sounds like this scientific question has to be answered at some point. And Marik is about to lose his first match. Alright, Tania is setting up again. I don't think this one's going to go very quick. I'll leave the rest of the comments to the next one because I don't see Marik making it past turn 5. It's amazing how strong this Amazoness deck is. It'll be interesting to see how Arcana goes against it. It's probably an error with one of the switches is what was happening right now. it's been happening more and more frequently. What the guys tell me is that, they'll have the Switch crash randomly in games, but it's only one Switch that does it consistently, and it's the respawn one. Oh, there we go, there's Marik's face. And yeah, I don't know if the respawn Switch is just starting to crap itself a little bit. It's not really that old though. How long have I... Oh, then again... Yeah, okay, I probably have had it for a while. But, I don't know. It's just that in the old days, like all my old consoles, my Game Boy Color, my Super Nintendo, etc., etc., they all still work. Even the PS2 that I bought from Cash Converters, because I used to smack my other one to try to get games to work, and that's probably why it broke. Some of the dumb things I did as a teenager, especially with consoles, I used to just smack the side of them if they weren't working. It just isn't the way to fix stuff. You learn that as you get older. With electronics, bopping your fist on the top of them doesn't work. Alright, Amazoness Village is played, and with Amazoness Queen on the field, Amazoness Spy can reveal another Amazoness monster in hand and come and summon itself to the field. Amazoness Baby Tiger, whenever an Amazoness monster is normal or special summon, you can summon it from your hand or the graveyard to the field like that as well. So, but I've still got my Super Nintendo I've had that since I was like 5. Still works perfectly, never misses a beat. Game Boy Color, never misses a beat. I think it's just a thing with the older consoles, because they were built so simple and there wasn't really much going on in them. There wasn't much in them to go wrong. I think that's why newer consoles don't last as long anymore, because there's so many more moving parts in them to break apart. As Amazoness Onslaught has just been activated, Marik went for Revival Jam, and now Amazoness Queen is on the field, so Amazoness monsters can't be destroyed by battle. Alrighty, so Marik has thrown down 2 face downs. And Amazoness Baby Tiger to attack mode. And Amazoness Onslaught activates. So now Marik's field is completely unprotected. I think the little intermission between might actually go longer than the duel. Okay, now watch this. If it's played right, and it looks like it will be, Amazoness Baby Tiger has been thrown to the graveyard, and another monster that counts as a special summon. Amazoness Baby Tiger can now get back to the field, and it can make another attack. Now, if Amazoness Archer wasn't a banned card, and we could use it in multiplayer, that's what would have come to the field instead of Amazoness Sage. And Amazoness Archer can then send 2 monsters to the graveyard to do 1200 points of damage. It can then use that effect again, and Marik would have lost already. He would have lost in turn 4. With Amazoness Archer, that's how ridiculous this deck is. You can literally take 8,000 life points in one turn without even breaking a sweat. As Amazoness Archer could do like another 2,400. As Marik has played Granadora, and he's equipped it with Black Pendant, and he's going in for... He's just trying anything here. Marik has no chance of winning this duel. His deck just simply is not strong enough. And Amazoness Onslaught is activated. You know what can beat the Amazoness deck though is a Harpy deck that can get rid of magic and traps. That's the big thing about the Amazoness deck. It doesn't have a lot of defense for its magic and traps. So like, same with like dark holes or field sweeping effects, blocking monster effects. That's how you get past the Amazoness cards. If you can get rid of Amazoness Onslaught and its village off the field, you can pick their monsters off. But it is still a very strong deck, and Marik stood no chance. It is 2-0, and Tania is still without a loss in this series. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're going to have Camula make an appearance in the next one as well. She's the one who used the Vampire deck in GX. Very, very cool deck that we've made for her here as well. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Take care. Farewell.